Hi, ladies. Thank you for coming to Girls Night In. Thanks for supporting me. This is my first time doing this, so I'm a little nervous. Thought I would, tell you guys what we do. So I work for PJ Bartending. My boyfriend actually owns and runs this business. I help him. We do so many events, like, usually, I don't know, I'd say about 100 to 200. We do parties, we do house events, we do cancer benefits, house parties, so many different things. Our main focus is weddings. And obviously, because of the coronavirus and everything going on today, we haven't been able to really work. So this is great. This is a great opportunity. I'm super excited to actually get to bartend. So this is great. I was going to teach you guys 3 drinks. I chose a Cosmo as my first one because it's really pretty and pink and it's girly and it's my favorite drink. And then the second one I did was an electric lemonade because it's very refreshing for the summer and it's just a nice, easy drink, just nice. And then my third one I did, it's a old fashioned. It's not anything girly, but it's my favorite drink to make. So I figured why not show you guys how to make that one. So I'm gonna start with the Cosmo. Have my martini glass right here, my shaker cup. Have my Tito's vodka. Have my triple sec. Have my lime juice. And my cranberry juice. So I'm just gonna fill my shaker cup up with some ice. You can fill it to the top, whatever it is. So Cosmos, they get 2 ounces of vodka. I do it, I like to hum it. I always just do, so your 2 ounces of vodka is an 8 count really. So what I do is I hum in my head. You can, do it out loud, whatever is easier, but I go, hmm, 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 hmm. That's 8. That's 8 count. And then for your triple sec, that's a half ounce, that's 2 counts. So you would just go, hmm, hmm. Or you can count 1, 2, but once you get into like 7, it's a double syllable. So it's kind of, I just like to go, hmm, hmm. And then same for your lime juice. It's just gonna be a half ounce. That's hmm, hmm, boom. And then for your cranberry juice, it's literally just a dash. You don't, some places I've been to, some Cosmos are like red. It's not this color it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a very light pink, a pretty light pink. So you just want to do a dash of cran. Boom. Easy as that. Do that. Pick it up. Now some people, they like their martinis strained. They like them, I'm sorry, not strained. They like them stirred. It really doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm having a hard time getting this off. Oh no. This does happen when it gets cold. Oh, PJ, I can't get this straight. I usually don't use this. I usually use a different one, but I was trying to be professional with you guys. Sorry about that. Oh, he can't get it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so usually you can, some people like them stirred because they think that it waters it down, but I like to do it because I like to shake it so it's super cold. Plus it looks better. And then garnish it with the lime. Ooh. Sorry, we're outside. Our bar is outside. And there's your Cosmo. It's my favorite. It's just pretty. It's, I don't know. It's just a pretty pink girly drink. Pretty good. Okay. Put this over here. So there's your Cosmo. Very strong, very good. Where's my cup at? Okay. So my second drink is the electric lemonade. Super, super pretty. Fill your shaker cup up with some ice. So the electric lemonade, get 1.5 ounces of vodka. That's a 6 count. So I'm gonna go boom. And then your blue carousel, which gives it the electric lemonade look, is a 1/2 ounce, which is again 2 counts. So that's 1, 2, boom. Then you can either use lemonade or sour mix, but because it's lemonade, I like to use lemonade. Makes more sense. That's just a 2 count, 1/2 ounce. 1, 2, boom. Then we're gonna shake this. Hopefully the cap comes off this time. Gonna shake it. Shake. And then we're gonna get a cup, 8-ounce cup, Tom Collins, whatever. What do you want to call it? Collins cup, whatever. I didn't want to use one of our glasses, so I just got a regular plastic glass. You're gonna strain this over ice. And then you're just gonna top it with Sprite. Boom. Garnish it with a lemon. Boom. Pretty blue electric lemonade. Let's try it. Okay. All right, now for this last drink, we're not gonna need any shaker cups. This is a very manly drink, I guess you could say, because it's very strong. It's a stiff, strong drink. It's my favorite drink to make. Also, I like to make it because I've worked in a lot of places and worked with different bartenders, and they've all made them different. But I like to do it the old-fashioned way, and that is you get an orange, you get a cherry. Now, you can use sugar. I like to use maple syrup. I think using maple syrup with the whiskey is it's just a really nice taste as opposed to sugar, and it's different. So I take an orange, I take a cherry, I take maple syrup, I take a little bit of bitters, and I muddle them down. And I'm gonna do that right now, show you. So I have my orange. I have my cherry, just 1 cherry is fine. I can get her out of there. Boom. So put that in there, put that aside. Now for your bitters, you literally, it's just a little dash. They're really, really strong. So just like that, just like 3, 4 little dashes of it and you're fine. And then you can use whatever maple syrup. I'm using this one. And again, a lot of bars, they don't use maple syrup. I just like to. This is what my boyfriend and I have been doing. And a lot of people actually like this better than the sugar cubes or just the sprinkled little sugar. This is better. And you're just gonna put a little tiny bit of maple syrup, sorry. Boom. Now you're gonna use a muddler. If you don't have a muddler at home, you can use an ice cream scoop. Really, if there's been times where I haven't had a muddler and I literally just use the back of an ice cream scoop. Even a spoon, really anything with, not a knife though. We don't want to hurt you guys. So we're just gonna take this and muddle it. Gonna keep muddling it. Muddle. Ooh. I don't know why this has been my favorite drink. I just really like, I don't know. It must be the muddling part. I'm not really sure, but I've always liked it. But a lot of people nowadays, I don't know, they don't muddle the orange or the cherry or the bitters. It blows my mind. I don't get it. I'm gonna grab some ice. All right, after you muddle, I'm sorry. After you muddle, you just fill it with ice. Fill the top with ice. I'm gonna be using Seagram's 7 whiskey. It's an 8 count. Again, just fill it up to the ice, really. Boom. There's your old fashioned. Now, if you want, you can add another cherry, top it with an orange. I like to use an orange peel. I like to use an orange peel. I think it's pretty. You literally just take the rind, peel it off. Like these. Put it through. And then just do a little stir kind of at the end if you want. Honestly, people who drink this, they don't ever tell the difference. So there's that. Boom. And also, when you make your Cosmo, I did garnish mine with a lime. You can also use a orange peel. I like it. I really like the twist. I think it's just pretty. I don't know. But yeah, there's our 3 drinks. I did see questions. Let me see. It's kind of really hot out here. I'm gonna show you difference. Let's see. Where did you put this thing? There we are. There's 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know who's gonna drink all these now. Maybe my boyfriend will help me. Let's see. Okay. Now I did see questions I'm gonna try and answer. Let's see. I have lots of questions to answer. Not even 5. Looking forward to the recipes. For the pure cranberry juice, I mean, you can use whatever kind of cranberry juice you want, honestly. It is a cocktail. It's just the cranberry juice is really like the only thing that's kind of giving you the color, I guess you could say. Plus you don't, I mean, it's literally all alcohol besides that. And you literally just get a dash. So you can use any cranberry juice. I just use cranberry cocktail. You can use whatever you want. Let's see. What goes in a Long Island iced tea? So that's literally vodka, rum, tequila, and then gin. So it's all your clear liquors. And then triple sec, sour mix, and then I shake that, and then I strain it over ice, and then a lot of people, they use Coke, but I've actually came to realize that using Diet Coke, you literally just, well, when I use a gun, I just literally, it's just a little top of diet soda. I would use Diet Coke, honestly. A lot of people nowadays, they do use Coke, but I use Diet Coke and everyone loves it. Also, whiskey sour. So literally, that's just whiskey and sour mix. It's like, it's so simple. Yeah, it's literally just whiskey and sour mix. You garnish it with a cherry, and then there's your whiskey sour. Is an old fashioned like a Manhattan? No, yes and no. You're using whiskey for both. But a Manhattan is way stronger, I would say, because it's a cocktail, and it's you add sweet vermouth to it, like literally just a little baby dash you add sweet vermouth to, for the Manhattan. And a lot of people, they like those stirred, not shaken, but I always ask if I'm making it for someone, because And even with any cocktails, really, like I said, some people like to stir them, some people like to shake them. It really all depends on your preference. And some people, they don't even like to build their drinks with ice first. They think that it waters it down. It's really all your preference. I've worked in so many different places where they've you know, they said, no, you have to do it with this. You got to start with ice, not with ice. It's really all up to you. It's going to taste the same. It really is. What other drinks can you use maple syrup in? Honestly, I mean, really any whiskey drink that you would like, I would assume. I use maple syrup in the old fashions just because it's something different. A lot of people use sugar cubes or a bit of sugar. I think that whiskey and maple syrup kind of pair well together, I guess you could say. So I just like to add maple syrup. I'm trying to think. My boyfriend actually is like the big, he's awesome when it comes to all that. Babe, what would you say, like, someone asked about like maple syrup, another drink. I kind of said, you know, they like the idea of maple syrup in there.
The maple pairs very well with whiskeys and bourbons.
Yeah.
So
yeah, really, like I said, yeah, just like a whiskey or bourbon and whiskey are very, very similar. Really anything with whiskey or bourbon in it. Is there a way to make margarita without pre-made mixture? Yeah, of course. Yeah, margaritas, tequila, triple sec, and then you can do sour mix. You could you add, I'm sorry, it's tequila, triple sec, lime juice, sour mix. You can even throw in a little bit of lemonade in there. Instead of sour mix, you could do lemonade and orange juice and kind of like mix them in together. That's what I do. So when I bartend weddings, someone asks me for a margarita, I obviously never have margarita mix because we just don't. So I always make it with orange juice, just a little bit of orange juice because the orange is very strong. And then I mix it with lemonade, kind of like I would do probably 2 count of each, so a half ounce of the orange juice, and then probably like a 3/4 ounce of the lemonade, just because, like I said, the orange juice is pretty strong. I'm trying to avoid soda. What are your favorite substitutes, like fresh lemon seltzer? Maybe how about for darker liquors? Yeah, I mean, when you're trying to avoid soda, there's seltzer, tonic, juice. I mean, some people even just do vodka waters. I mean, but if you want that carbonated thing, that effect, I would say tonic or club soda. And there's also so many different types of seltzer that you could get to like make it taste good, like so many different flavors. Darker liquors, any mixers I would suggest for like whiskey and stuff.
Ginger ale.
Yeah, whiskey gingers, but you want to get away from soda. So, I mean, again, you could do a whiskey sour. That's, you know, lemonade, orange juice, or sour mix. Trying to think what else you could do with whiskeys. The thing is with whiskeys, a lot of people drink neat or on the rocks. So it's kind of hard to like mix. I don't know, like, because not a lot of people do like whiskey clubs because that does not taste well, and at least to me.
I can give him a recipe
for
a whiskey lemonade.
Yeah, I mean, whiskey lemonades is basically like a whiskey sour. How do you make a sangria? Well, sangria, that's a good. So there's a lot of different ways you can make a sangria. There's like,
Red wine.
you know, obviously you start with a red wine or a white wine, depending on what your preference is. You know, you can add, you know, you add triple sec. You want that little orange zest to it. Cranberry juice. You really can add all sorts of different types of juices. It just depends what kind of sangria you like. And then obviously a bunch of random fruit like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, all the, you know, all the berries. And then obviously, and then you want to add a little bit of brandy too. But there's really so many different recipes for sangria. It just depends. It all depends what kind you are really interested in, really. Where are we located? So we actually live in Broomall, Pennsylvania, but yeah, the suburb of Philly. But we go everywhere. We go to New Jersey, we go to Delaware, we go to Maryland, we go to all sorts of places in Pennsylvania. We really we travel up to around 3 to 4 hours, depending on what kind of event it is. But we really the tri-state areas we kind of cover. Yeah, we live in Broomall, but we work all over. I can't even, we work everywhere. Secret to a good mojito. You can't find real sugarcane strips. I don't even really use real sugarcane strips. So, I mean, I actually use simple syrup. You can use simple syrup. But you should definitely, if you have fresh mint, you should definitely break it up. You want really, the mint is your big thing. You want fresh squeezed lime juice. I mean, hang on one second. This lime juice that I have is good for it too, but you can also use the fresh one. This is just a little sweeter. I don't know if you guys can see the roses, but yeah, really the secret is breaking up the mint, and you really want it to have that minty. You want to break it up and you muddle it in with it. And if you don't have sugarcane strips, I use simple syrup. Very, very easy. And you can use a sugar cube, just like with the Manhattans if you want. I mean, I don't really make many mojitos, to be honest. I mean, we've did a few mojito parties, but I would just say breaking up the mint, making sure, you're muddling everything with the, you want fresh lime juice, and I'm sorry, you really don't even need this because you're already adding the sugar to it. So it's already going to be fine. But yeah, I just really make sure you muddle very good. And you don't need sugarcane strips. You can use, there's all sorts of substitutions that you can use. What kind of vermouth would you suggest for a martini, and do you have a preference for pre-made margarita mix?
Dry vermouth for a martini.
Bring on the Manhattan. So for the vermouth for a regular martini, it's just dry vermouth. For the Manhattan, you use sweet vermouth. I don't know if I covered that. I'm sorry. For the Manhattan, it's sweet vermouth. If you're doing a dirty martini, you're going to use dry vermouth, and literally just a very, very, very small dash. What martini can we use for the St. Germain's? So we used, what was the one that we used in New Leaf? What was that rest? I don't even remember. What was that called?
If they wanted a good recipe with St. Germain's,
Trying to think.
A lavender.
Yeah, I was gonna say the lavender one.
Lavender pairs very well.
Lavender pairs very well, but what? Hang on, what was that?
Ginger.
What was lavender. So we actually started helping a restaurant out in Manayunk, and we came up with all of the drinks. And my boyfriend actually had came up with one with St. Germain's. What was that one? So I can tell this.
Elderflower.
What was it called?
It's an elderflower sipper.
Yeah, it was
elderflower and lavender.
Yeah.
Mixed in with the St. Germain's, they make.
Yeah, elderflower and lavender is very good. I'm gonna be honest, I don't use a lot of St. Germain's, but when we were doing bar consulting for this restaurant, that was one martini that he actually had came up with, and that's why I just asked him. He's like the whole head honcho of this. I'm kind of just his partner. So, yeah, the St. Germain's lavender, lemonade, elderberry.
They all work well.
It's a very florally, liqueur, so it's really, if you think of like any floral liquors. What kind of sour mix do you prefer, and any recommendations on Bloody Mary mix? What kind of sour mix? Honestly, I like to make my own sour mix, which is, like I said, a little bit of orange juice and then lemonade mixed together. There's so many different types of sour mixes out there. They're really all very similar. So, I mean, if you want to make it at home and you don't want to go out and, you know, buy necessarily just sour mix, and, you know, because you can use orange juice and lemonade for other things, if you know, so I would just do that. I like that better when I'm bartending in restaurants or weddings or anything. I usually use lemonade and orange juice because that's literally what sour mix is. A Bloody Mary mix.
The secret.
I just use tomato juice. If you want, I mean, there's a lot that you can buy that's pre-made, obviously, but if you want to make it from scratch, I use tomato sauce. If you want to do it a little spicy, I add horseradish. That's what we always did at the one restaurant. You can add pepper, hot sauce. You can add what is it? What is the last one I was thinking? Tomato juice. Oh, Worcestershire sauce. I'm sorry. That's why. That is another one that you can add. I went on a Bloody Mary kick for, oh man, it was like 3 months straight, and I drank myself out of them. I didn't even want them anymore. But yeah, I would just do, it depends. If you like it spicy, if you don't, what else can you add?
Olive juice,
Yeah, olive, you know, you can use olive juice, you can rim it with Old Bay, but obviously the key ingredients is tomato juice. But I'm trying to think if there's like an actual mix that I prefer. I usually don't buy mixes. I kind of just make my own mix. Do you have any recommendations on another brand, maybe?
A Bloody Mary?
Yeah, I think maybe she's just.
Well, listen, the key to a Bloody Mary is.
You do pineapple juice and lime juice for your margarita. I found it to be better. Okay, yeah. Hey, I love tequila and pineapple juice. If that's what you like, that you go for it. I'm just doing like what the actual, you know, the rest of the recipe is. But if you want to do pineapple juice, sweet, it's sweeter. I go for it. What ingredients are in the pomegranate Cosmo? Do you just switch the juice? Yeah, honestly, you literally just switch the juices. I was actually gonna make us a watermelon one, but it was kind of last minute. So I was gonna make a watermelon one. So if you wanted to make like a watermelon Cosmo, or in this case, you said a pomegranate Cosmo, you're gonna change the juice for that. But if I was making a watermelon one, I would use watermelon vodka instead of the Tito's. That's just, I mean, that's just what I would do. Some people use like watermelon pucker and add more to it, but I would just add watermelon vodka because you want like a strong, a Cosmo's a strong drink, you know, you want it to be strong. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate this. This was awesome. This was so great. So thank you guys so much.